Well, welcome back, viewers, to part 2 of the Le Mans 4 Hours SEC's final event for this season, at least. Let me just get the stream up. And there we are. See who we have with us. Probably nobody yet, but you'll be coming. So we have Killbear in P1, who is in the pits already. Has he got damage? He has taken over from Lucas. As we see Wellsheet take the lead. That seems like a very early pit stop from Killbear, as he was on the softs, it seems. I'm going to get all the info up for a minute, because I'm presuming he must have had damage. No, he hasn't. So we get a little confused by that. Obviously something they have planned here. Well, this promotes Wellsheet up to P1, who is driving the second leg for the Scotch Eggs. And we have Tank Bro, who was with us on the stream in P1, who has taken over for the Race Asylum. Up to P2 now. And then we have my fellow streamer for MRL in P3 with his penalty. Yay, Nick with a penalty there, half a second. And damage on the front, so not a great start there from Nick. But he's just running with it at the moment. 12.1 seconds though behind Wellsheet. Wellsheet pulling away. Doing an extremely good job. But can Tank Bro close that gap down? He has got Nick breathing down his neck, but with that penalty and that damage, this is not the start Nick would have wanted. Killbear now in P4. I'm wondering if there was a coming together between P1, P3 and 4. But I have no idea. I am just guessing, because that damage could have been repaired before we checked in the pits. I'm sure somebody can fill me in at some point though. Further down the order, we have got Jaeger, who has taken over for the Speed Hunters. Good luck, my buddy. And Kuska, who has taken over in the Sim League Pro Car from Slimmy. Oh, we've got good old Rotato in P7. In with the birthday boys, the Nuke Shot guys. Celebrating 13 years of Nuke Shot Media. Obviously, do give the Nuke Shot guys, check them out. Subscribe to their channel, give them a like and a thumbs up and all that jazz. And same myself, Ponyboy, and any of the other guys that do stream with us. A lot of us still do have little sidelines that we are involved with. Johnny Waffle in P8, 10 seconds behind Rotato and 10 seconds in front of Dylan. Good to see Dylan back on track. He has actually gone back to controller, if I am correct. And he had started finding his pace again. Wasn't getting on with his G29 with GT7. And to be fair with you, if he is on a PS5, I couldn't confirm that or deny, then the actual controller on these is actually pretty damn good. It's a lot more involving than it used to be on a controller. And we have P10 MRL CCFC. Is that Coventry City? I will find out about that during the race. Obviously, if it is Coventry City, big weekend for them with the playoffs. Now, with me living on the outskirts of Coventry. Things very buzzing round here. And then we have down in P11, Speed Hunter. Now this guy's rapid, and he's all the way down in P11. So it'll be interesting to see. Speed Hunter's lap times now is up and out. Too far back from the lead group to make any impression on the win, but... And we do have Upay on the stream. Good afternoon, buddy. Good stint. A few little incidents there, but a great recovery. And there we see a 3:59.444 from Speed Hunter, so straight up to speed from him. Meanwhile, Walshy at the front, 10.7 seconds the lead over Tank Bro in P2. Kill Bearot's P3 with half a second penalty. And R.A. Nick has been in and got that damage sorted. He won't be happy about having to take a stop that early. But better to do it and not lose any more time, and he is still in P4. But Killbear has already stopped. But it is Killbear, so he will probably mess it all up anyway. Killbear loves me. Walshy stretching that gap ever so slightly up to 11.3 seconds over Tank Bro, but that gap coming down 4.2 seconds now between himself and Killbear. But don't worry, he has got that penalty to serve and he will mess it up more than likely. Nick now 37.6 seconds back, but do watch that gap start to come down because Nick will be on it, I imagine. But we will watch out for Nick and the penalties. Jaeger in P5, only 4.8 seconds in front of Kuska. But he has got a half a second penalty in that Sim League Pro car. Which should allow Rotato to close up just a little. Rotato running the 401.8 last time round. And thanks for the nice comment there, Upay. Appreciate it, buddy. And there, Mr. Johnny Waffle. Let's have a look at his lap times, shall we? They've all got penalties on, don't worry. A 404.621 there from Mr. Johnny Waffle lap time round. Not too bad at all, buddy. Don't know what you're worrying about. Probably quicker than I would do. And he's pulling away from Dylan at the minute. Who also did a 402 last time round, so it should have been 2 seconds quicker. But we'll keep our eyes on that gap as well. So it's currently 8.4 seconds. And if Dylan's a couple of seconds a lap quicker, it won't take long to close that gap down. You don't need to be a mathematician to work that out. 1 minute and 35 though behind Dylan is CCFC 1983. But does do his personal best lap by over a second there with a 402 dead. Should be in the 401s next lap if he can keep that up, but Speed Hunter will be closing that gap, but he has got 1 minute and 25 to close. And at 3 seconds a lap, that's not going to be enough. He's going to have to hope for a few incidents in front of him, his Speed Hunter. Walshy with a 4 minute dead, 0.3 last time round. And extremely consistent lap times. Not scrambling anything up. Just keeping them nice and flat fours. And that gap 11.5 seconds and comfortable at the moment. Tank Bro hasn't lost any time to Killbear in the last couple of corners, or the last half a lap should we say. And their lap time is very similar, 401 dead from the pair of them. But the gap come down a little bit to R.A. Nick. As we can see, as I did mention on the stream earlier about the Supra being very good at short shifting, you can watch Nick there, he's actually doing it while he's at pace. The torque of this engine being, it's not even reaching 3/4. So it is always best to short shift the Supra. And we see purple sectors by over 3/10. Jaeger doing a good job there in P5. 34 seconds the gap in front, and he has managed to take a couple of seconds out of Kuska now. Gap up to 6.2. Kuska with that penalty has closed the gap up between himself and Rotato to 7.8 seconds, but Rotato has a 1 second penalty now. And I'm not sure if you all know the reason Rotato is called Rotato is because he can rotate quite often, so we will keep our eyes on that. I was just wondering why the stream looked so awful when it was just the settings. It was running at the lowest on my computer and not on the stream that I'm broadcasting, so thank God for that. That gap going up, and he has still got that penalty to serve. This could play into Johnny Waffle's hands a little bit, with Rotato losing time. But no, in the 404s again last time round for Mr. Johnny Waffle. I know it's MRL, but he just sounds good. And Dylan bringing that gap down 5.6 seconds, the gap now. The 401.7, 3 seconds quicker last time round than Johnny Waffle. Killbear to Tank Bro. No, that gap has come down 3.3 seconds. Killbear finding his pace, but he'll probably mess it up, and we do see Tank Bro with a half a second penalty, and Killbear on a personal best lap. Now I have to be honest, and I have raced against Killbear very recently, and he has really, really improved, and he's pretty damn quick now. And beats me and stuff, and it's not fair. I don't like it. On Killbear on purple sectors. And we see Killbear drop into the 39s for the first time since we've joined the stream. I'm not sure if he did any earlier on, because we obviously missed the first few laps during the handover, when there is only one streamer available, and it is normally the Pony. This looking like a decent lap from Killbear. 3:59.2. No, sorry, 3. Did say 2 initially, didn't it? 3:59.327 there from Killbear, fastest lap of the race so far. Closes the gap down to the lead to 14.2 seconds, and don't forget he did have that extra stop early on. So this looking okay for Killbear at the minute. Wild Sheep keeping that gap at 11.7 seconds over Tank Bro. Tank Bro nice and consistent in the low 41s, but 2.7 seconds that gap now between himself and Killbear. And has Nick brought that gap down? Yes, he has brought it down a little bit more. And there we have the fastest lap of the day so far with a 3:55.4. Not sure if we had anything quicker in qualifying, quite possibly. Everyone quite quiet on the chat on the stream. I'm not sure if anybody is watching. I think the ones that raced the first stint are having a break, probably having a sandwich and a drink, and the rest of them are racing. Oh, yeah, and Nick purple yet again. Killbear will be seeing that gap coming down, but we can see there the tyre where it is giving Nick. And you look at Killbear in front, who did actually stop earlier, their tyres very similar. That gap down to 1.4 seconds now between 2 and 3. We will stay here. Why have I still got the names above the cars? That looks awful. Stupid Pony. Off. We'll get the info gone as well while we're here. Why not? Oh, just looking back through some of my team notes from earlier in the season, and these teams do swap around a bit, don't they? I mean, Nick has drove for Scotch Egg, and now he is driving for MRL with another penalty there. But 29.1 seconds now, that gap will go up a little bit. Between 3 and 4. The gap down to 42 seconds to the lead now. I mean, it's a big gap though, but you never know. With Welshie doing 401s and Nick doing 55s. It's a possibility because there will be strategy that will come into play as well. But we can also see the high tyre wear from the excessive speed. Not that speed's ever excessive, never. Only in built-up areas. Oh, good afternoon, KV. Yes, Killbear doing a great job in P3. All ready to race, guys. But it is all GTSV Part 2 basically today. Right on the back of Tank Bro now. Just 8/10 the gap. There was a couple of other gaps we did want to keep our eyes on. Which ones were they? It was Dylan, wasn't it? And that got down to 1.6 seconds as well. So it does seem to be where the GTSV drivers are today that the battles are. Killbear with his fastest lap of the race last time round with 3:59.1. But he does get himself another half a second penalty. I really think next time we do Le Mans as an evening event, we should definitely have the penalty drinking game. This would be all viewers, streamers included. Every time we get us, every time we switch the camera to somebody with a penalty, that's a fresh penalty. Obviously, we can't just keep flicking back to the same penalty to get drunk. Then we have to have a drink. Oh, I think that'd be brilliant. GTSV has a lot of racing today, do they? Oh, is there something else going on? As we see Killbear in the draft now and the straight line speed of that Supra. Nothing at all that Tank Bro can do. As we see Mr. Johnny Waffle in the pits. And Killbear will be absolutely hammering that right foot down now to try and open the gap up. So he can serve that penalty without having to lose the place. I'll quickly check back with Dylan. I think we've missed the move, have we? Yes, we have. Oh, it's because Mr. Johnny Waffle went in the pits anyway, didn't he? Now 20 seconds to Rotato in P7 for Dylan. See if he can do anything about that, but their lap times seem very similar, so it's going to be harder. In fact, Rotato quite a bit quicker last time round with a 4 dead, but he did do a 4:03 the previous lap. 11 seconds though between himself and Kuska, so a lot to work on there, and that gap has gone up slightly between himself and Dylan. Killbear opened that gap up to over a second, so he should be able to serve his penalty and keep the lead. We will stay with him while he does to see how close it does get, because don't forget Tank Bro will have the overspeed. But a good exit there for Killbear and a bit of a wiggle on there for Tank Bro. There we can see tucking into the draft. And that's amazing that that Supra can actually get back up to speed and start to pull away again. That's ridiculous. Everyone saw that, didn't they? They saw how much quicker that Mercedes was out of that corner and up that straight, and he can get back on the power, and that's mental. Afternoon, Sasha. Thanks for joining. Thank you very much. Yes, I'll be doing this for about 3.5 hours today. I did miss qualified in the first bit of the race, so it's quite a short one for me, mate. That gap at the front has been 11.7 seconds for about the last 8 laps. Well, not 8 because we're only 9 laps into the race, but at least 6 or 7. Tank Bro hanging on in there though, not letting Killbear get away this time. Let's have a look at Tank Bro's pace. The last couple of laps he has been 4:01s, so we would expect to see Killbear pull away doing the 59s. And what's the gap now? Back to RA Nick in P4, personal best from Killbear. As he goes wide there, that's got to be a penalty surely. Or are you allowed to run wide there? You know, there it is. I don't think you're allowed to run wide anywhere here. Get down to 23 seconds now. Nick absolutely smashing it and 35 to the lead. 3:55.4, 3:56.5. That was with a penalty. 3:55.8, and he is 2/10 purple. Hopefully he kept that on the curb there and didn't pick up a penalty. It was very close. But hey, these aliens do get close every lap. As you can see, that gap to the lead tumbling. But will be interesting to see with the tyre wear, because he's definitely going to be using more tyre wear with the extra pace. And obviously he does not have time for an extra pit stop, already being 35 seconds behind the Scotch Egg boys, who have also got a penalty as well. CB would be absolutely steaming already if we did this drinking game. It would be brilliant. We need to do this on an evening stream. Whether my bosses will let me organise the events at ERF remains to be seen, but hey, I can pitch the idea. For the first time in a good while, the gap under 11 seconds. Killbear is making a little bit of progress into that lead, but he has got another half a second penalty. These penalties really coming thick and fast today. Tank Bro managing to avoid one and is 1.2 seconds up on his best time. So obviously having a look at Killbear, seeing some of his lines possibly, but definitely that draft would have been helping, but he's dropped out of it again now. Absolutely you pay. Imagine a drinking game with it though. It would be fun, wouldn't it? As long as you haven't got a race later on that night. What else were we looking at gap-wise? We'll be keeping our eyes on this one. It's at 1.9. Killbear slowly opening this, but he has got to serve that penalty again. So that should bring Tank Bro right back in it, but he's a little bit further back than last time. So we'll see, has Killbear got to serve it this time? He already done. As we can see, that gap really coming down quickly. But the Supra will start to find its pace again about now. See, we have Upay on board for the drinking game. Nick, again, that gap down to 32 seconds now, so that's another 3 seconds out of the lead. Absolutely on it. But he's 8/10 off his personal best, but his personal best being a 55.4. It's still probably going to be the second quickest lap of the race by quite a way. P5 Jaeger, who again has got a penalty. See, Jaeger, yes, Jaeger. Getting mixed up with my Upays and my Jaegers now. I'm talking to one and looking at another. But Kuska right on the back of these. Sim Racing Pro guys close this gap right up. Good lap last time round as well, the 35. 3 minutes 59.7. And Jaeger running 4:01s. but his fastest lap last time round, whether that was because of the pressure from behind that he's pushing on, or whether he's just settling into pace now. 11 joined us on stream. David DeVita is back. Killbear is killing it indeed. 9.3 seconds behind Welsh now. He has closed that gap. But Tank Bro has closed right up as well. A 3:58.9 last time round for Tank Bro. That carrot in the form of Killbear being dangled in second place seems to have really helped Tank Bro get his pace. And he is 3/10 up on his own best time as well. So we could be looking at a 3:58 mid if you can keep this going. There we can see the Nuke Shot banner on the top of the Race Asylum car as well. Oh, a little bit of a moment from Tank Bro. Bit of a tank slapper, but still 6/10 up. The draft from that Supra really helping, because we do know how quick that car is in a straight line and will pull away. Even without slipstream, there's nothing the AMG can do. And two different lines there, still 6/10 up though, so I'm expecting a very good lap again. And a better exit from the AMG that time, and he's seen the gap coming down, but it soon started going back up again. And the power of that Supra has something else at the minute. We know these guys are catching right up with Welshie as well. Only 8.7 seconds the gap, and they're a couple of seconds a lap quicker. But Nick only 18 seconds behind these pair now. That's from 35. And half a second up. This could be a 54 if he can keep this going. And touch wood, no penalties. We know that's harder said than done. And Tank Bro could be well in line for a 57 here. Killbear not being able to get away now. Tank Bro suddenly switched on the fast switch. Killbear looking good through there and opening the gap up a little bit again. We have a 58.2. He did lose a little bit in that last sector, but a very good lap there from Tank Bro. Killbear will be feeling the pressure, but he did do a 57.8 that time round. His fastest lap of the race by quite a bit. Now the fuel load's dropping off and the grip's still there. These guys having a bit more fun now. But what a great battle this is for P2. And the gap at the front really coming down as well. 7 seconds the gap. And we can see Welshie's got a penalty as well. Another drink, everyone. There we can see Welshie in the foreground for the first time today. As we see Kuska go in the pits in P6. How will this affect things behind him for Rotary and Dylan? We see Rotary in as well. Looks like there will be a few coming in with fuel loads. What is the fueler number one, Lucas? Let's have a look, shall we, buddy? We don't mind getting a bit of info up now. It has been a while. The fuel load of P1 at the moment, he is flashing. He will be in at the end of this lap. And let's have a look at your boy Killbear, shall we, Lucas? He has got about just under a quarter of a tank, so I think he'll be out for another 2 laps. But yeah, not quite sure what your strategy is, guys, as you did do that weird early stop. Tank Bro dropping off slightly now, 1.4 seconds the gap. But still doing a fab job up there, RA Nick. That gap down to 15 seconds now. 3:53.9 last time round. And what makes it worse, he's a nice guy with it. You mean P1 or number 1? Who's number 1 then? I don't know who number 1 is. There's a lot of people flashing at the minute. And Kuska has gone onto the mediums and get them out of the way. Everyone else further back has been in. Apart from MRL CCFC, he's just coming in now. Speed Hunter as well will be in. And a 3:58.3 last time round. And that gap come down quite a bit between him and P10. But still a long way to go. And the gap to the lead has actually come down about 15 seconds for Speed Hunter. So he's done a good job there. Killbear now takes the lead. As we see Welsh Great in with 0% fuel by the look of it. Yep. Absolutely nothing. And Tank Bro with 2%. Killbear with that early stop. Giving him a 15-second lead over Nick, who also did an early stop with that damage. Jaeger in P5, also flashing on fuel, even though his tyres look surprisingly good. And lovely inconsistent times there from Jaeger. 4 deads and 401s mainly. And he's got a 55-second gap between himself and Kuska in P6, who is on the medium, so should be no danger there just yet. But Kuska will have to worry about Rotary behind him, who is on the softs. And did do a 3:59.4 on his in-lap. Well, it wouldn't have actually been his in-lap, would it? It would have been the one before his in-lap, his penultimate lap before his stop. Oh, is the chair squeaking again? Sorry, the mic's not on. Stupid squeaking chair. I need a new chair. I'll have to start saving. Or I could sit in the rig, but I don't like not having the visibility of the 2 screens and that. Right, I'm going to lock the chair, see if that makes a difference. Probably not. Yeah, there's the squeaking. I could hear it that time. I'm going to sit in one position and see if that helps. So, Killbear, 14 seconds in front of RA Nick in P2. Welsh Great exits pits 36 seconds behind Nick in P3. And Tank Bro is a further 2 seconds back. But that's worked out pretty well for Tank Bro, because he has managed to close up what was P1 Welshie down to 2.3 seconds. And he has come out on the mediums, Tank Bro. What's Welshie done? He has gone on the soft, so I'd expect Welshie to pull away. As we see P5 Jaeger in the pits as suspected. How close will that gap between himself and Kuska be? Thanks, Sasha. So the gap down to 6.8 seconds. That has closed right up. We'll keep our eyes on that battle as well. Johnny Waffle in P8. How far's Dylan behind him? Dylan's not anywhere behind him. He's right on top of him. That's where he is. So we do have a battle here for P8. Dylan all over the back of Johnny Waffle. Who will jump on board with the Jag? Hey, Felix. Yes, mate, it is a special track to view, I do have to admit. And it does provide really good racing with the slipstreams and stuff. It can do. Sometimes it can really keep the pack together, but not so much endurance as everything does spread out endurance. The Jag, indeed. As we see, it does make it past the AMG. And Killbear in the pits. Will R.A. Nick follow him? Oh, and a big moment there for Johnny Waffle. And he saves it. Great job there from Johnny Waffle, keeping that out of the wall. I wish we had replays. We would play that over and over. Yes, we would, mate. Yes, we would. Let's have a look at his lap times. A 4:02.138 last time round from Johnny Waffle. And he was saying, don't show my lap times. Doing a good job. For the Vought Racing team. I'm trying to remember the names because I haven't done a printout of the team names or anything this week. I normally do it all in the morning, but as I have already mentioned, I was having a dentist poke his way around in my mouth this morning instead, which was a lovely way to start your weekend. No, it wasn't. So Killbear still comes out in P1 after the stops, but Welshie is only 0.7 of a second behind him. Not that. We have a battle for the lead, guys. Oh, that sounds nice, Felix. I have never been to Le Mans myself. In fact, have I been to any tracks overseas? No, I haven't. Been to plenty in the UK. But I do have intentions of going to a few. Spa being one. I also want to go to Assen for the MotoGP. I'm rather jealous of my sister because she did go to Phillip Island for the MotoGP, and that would be an experience. Well, yeah, have any other of you guys travelled around and seen a lot of tracks? Do any of you follow a racing series? I don't know, the love of motorsport here is great. Tank Bro only 5 seconds off the lead as well. He's doing a pretty good job hanging in there with them mediums because we do know that the lap times are significantly different. And Nick did pit as well, and he's only 10 seconds off the lead now. So he did mirror Killbear, which I think was probably a good move. And reading Felix's comment has made me really hungry, as I remembered I haven't eaten yet today. And he's talking about grilling steaks and yeah, I'm not reading any more messages until I've eaten something. Well, she's doing a fantastic job at keeping the pressure on Killbear. But Killbear doing an awesome job there. All a little bit wiggly on exit though. Will this play into Welshie's hand? I doubt it because of the power of that Supra, as we just saw Tank Bro in the background there. No problem, Felix, but yeah, I'm going to have meat when I do have something to eat now. Hope I haven't offended any vegans out there. Well, actually, I don't really care because you're vegan. I'm only joking. Each to their own. Let's have a quick look at Nick, shall we? See how much that gap's come down. Not really a lot this lap. Slowly bringing them tyres up to temperature as well, I imagine. He has got a little bit of traffic, but he's only 2 seconds behind Tank Bro. So we should see MRL and RA Nick on a podium position before long. The race close that gap down. And a 3:53, by far the quickest lap we've seen here today. Yes, definitely meat-based. I'll have a meat sandwich with 2 steaks and a bit of bread in the middle. What do you reckon? Yeah, rally is awesome. I've never watched rally, but I've done a little bit. And it is very cool. And I was pretty good in the gravel circuit, so I wasn't so good on the dirt. And I can't handbrake turn front wheel drive cars either. Can't do it. Anyway, back to the racing. 7/10 the gap now between 3 and 4. And lovely lines there by Nick. And good drive and exit. I think this is just a matter of time. I don't even think it'll be a lot of that. The gap to the lead now down to 9.5 seconds. But Kilbert doing a very good job at keeping Welshie behind him. Got himself a gap of 7/10 now, but we'll jump quickly back to P3 because I think this could be a move in the making. That's a good exit there from the Supra, and the run down here for the first part of the straight should really play into the Supra's hands, especially being on the softs, the AMG on the mediums. But you've got to give it up to Tank Bro, doing a great job on the mediums. I say straight into the 402s, which is really quite impressive. Yes, David would love rally. Yes, see you later, Felix. And your teammate, let's have a quick look at your teammate very quickly, because we do want to look at some of the stuff that's happening on track as well. What Speed Hunter got that gap down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds in front of him. In fact, I think it's gone up. Yeah, what's happened there? Lap 10, 5 minutes and 34 seconds. I'm not sure what happened to your teammate there, buddy. I think he might have had to stop for a sandwich himself. Maybe he was reading the comments and needed a steak. I get it. Totally get it. CCFC. Still 1 minute and 29 seconds behind Johnny Waffle. Not really losing, but not really gaining. And Johnny Waffle with his personal best lap of the race last time round with a 4:02 dead. P8 Dylan. Still 21 seconds between himself and Rotary, which is about the same as it was last time we checked, but a good lap last time round with the 59.6. I'm taking a little bit of time out of Rotary there, but we can see Rotary's right on the back of Kuska again now. 2.2 seconds the difference. We do know Kuska was on the mediums. But running 403s, which isn't too bad. And they're only 6.5 seconds behind Jaeger in P5 as well. So there's lots of opportunity for Bale as the race goes on here. We're nearly halfway through this final stint. And we have Nuke Shot Media joined us online. Green Team still leading the 650S category. Absolutely, mate. You are in P7. With half a second penalty. Not sure who that is reporting for Nuke Shot Media. If it's a KO, well, if it's any of you, say hello, guys. Welcome. And happy birthday. Nuke Shot Media, 13 years old this week. A big shout out to them and all the help they do for us at ERF. Even to KO. And while we're mentioning that, we'll just check the wind speed out, which is 3.9 metres per second at the moment. Slightly southwesterly. 2.8 seconds now, the lead. Killbear, quick lap last time out with a 3:58.5. Welshie not being able to live with that with a 4-minute dead. Nick only 5.7 seconds now behind P2. And 8.7 off Killbear. Killbear doing a fab job keeping the gap at that though. Nick's pace eased a little, perhaps the evening track a little less grippy. Yeah, well that's what I make Nuke Shop. 13 years, so it is your birthday really, isn't it? Of the team. But congratulations on that anyway. Nick bringing that gap down. Tankbo doing an excellent job there, I think, on the mediums. 4:01.6 last time round. He does seem to be one of the quickest on the mediums so far today. P5 Jaeger has got Kuska. He's opened that gap up a little bit now. It was 5 seconds. It's now 7.4. But the gap between Kuska and Rotary at 2.5 seconds. As we do look at the Nuke Shot car again. Down to under 2 seconds now, really closing that gap quickly. And they have got 19.9 seconds over GTSV Dylan in P8. The gap come down a little bit, was 21 seconds. So Dylan chucking in some quick laps there of 59.6 last time round. Gap between 3 and 2 now down to 3.8 seconds. And what is it? It's actually gone up between P3 and 1. It's gone up back up to 6.8 seconds. Gilbert really doing a good job. Well, we should be able to get all three on the straight there briefly, yeah. That's really nice to see, considering we are over 3 hours into this race now. Yes, no Sota Sport today, Nuke Shot, only 11 starting, as far as I can see. With MFT at the back. And Speed Hunter, who has just been and put on some fresh boots on that DBR9. Then we have MRL CCFC, P10, 3.5 minutes off the lead, and he's got 2.2 minutes over Speed Hunter. In 9 we have Johnny Waffle. Still running them low 202s, doing a fab job on his personal best lap currently. As we see CCFC go into the pits. Not sure if that's for damage or anything, or just to get rid of them mediums, that is my guess. Not comfortable on the mediums, then you might as well ditch them. And with 15 laps to go, we are at the halfway point of this race. Killbear doing a fab job, the gap up to P2 to 3.2 seconds. Well, there we can see Nick closing the gap down to 5.72 the lead and only 2.42 Welshie. Welshie has picked up the pace a little bit though. A 3:59.4 on his last time round, his quickest lap of the race. Tank Bro on them mediums, 14 seconds off the lead now, but he does know that some have got to use the mediums still. And yes, just as we see the lights switching on these cars. Oh, and Rotary has got past Kuska. The mediums are no match for the softs on that Mercedes. So a good job there from Nuke Shot. They are up to P6. I think since I've been streaming, if they can keep this going, this will be their best event best result so far, but a long way to go yet with an hour still to run. And in the dark. But when you think of Le Mans, you do think a lot about racing in the dark. Now can Rotato actually build on that 7/10 of a second lead he has over Kuska at the moment, make the most of them softs and stretch that lead? I really wish I knew what you're on about in the comments. I really want to know who Radish is now. But as long as you guys are having fun, that's all good. Killbear 4.5 seconds over Welshie. Oh, Welshie getting it all a little bit wrong there. As R.A. Nick is all over the back of him. Let's jump on board with Nick, shall we? Still a little bit far back at the moment to make a move. But we can see how quickly that gap closes down on the straight. The speed of that's super ridiculous. Look at that. That's almost unfair. Oh, wrong one. Sorry about that. If you're on about the 3:59 he did earlier, yeah, that is ridiculous. Ah, you have a lot of nicknames in Zakayo, I take it. As we see, the wind speed has gone up to 3.8 metres per second just for you, Zakayo. Now what can Nick do about Killbear in P1? He is doing a fab job. Ready to race / GTSP. Oh, as we see Nick a little bit wide there. Will that be a penalty? I think he may have just kept it on the curb. Indeed he did. Well, that gap already down to 2.7 seconds. This is just a matter of time, I think, again, folks. Nick is in the zone. Yeah, I'm sure he's got other names like Baron and all that, and Lord, and oh, he always tells us that we're his peasants. But we'll have a very, very, very quick flick through before we get back to this battle for the lead, because it is really coming down, and Welsh doing an absolute fab job of hanging in there on a personal best now, chasing Nick. Tank Bro doing a fab job in the 4 minutes. Look, 4 minute 0.5 on the mediums. Absolutely awesome job by Tank Bro there in P4. Yeah, he goes 7.4 seconds over Rotato. He's only half the second now in front of Kuska. Kuska doing a good job on them mediums, because he's done a 3:59.8 last time round in Rotato, so something must have happened this lap. Because Kuska in the 4:02 mark. Dylan now only 16.5 seconds as well, so Dylan is closing that gap with his best lap of the race last time round, 3:59.4. Johnny Waffle as well, 4:24 last time, so he's just been in the pits, got himself a fresh set of boots and a full tank of fuel. B10 at CCFC, 1 minute 20 behind Johnny Waffle, 1 minute 41 in front of Speed Hunter P11. And a 3:59.7 last time round. I'm just not sure what happened on P10. Anyway, back to the front. Brilliant, Splurge. Brilliant. I will just leave you here 2 seconds while you watch the battle for the lead. What timing side by side as we see Nick make the move for P1. And I'm taking it from the comments, Speed Hunter has he left? Yes, he has. Gilbert doing a good job of trying to hang in there though. Will Nick's pace be too much? But the draft will really help for a bit, and Gilbert's pace is pretty good today. As he jumps back into the lead, and Nick going, no, I'm going to cut your nose off. Oh, what a big moment for Nick. Will he keep it? Oh, well saved there. That looked like it was gone. And feeling a little bit of a loss of aero there, I think, from Nick. Looking at the tyre wear between 1 and 2. Gilbert's seemingly a little better. And on good pace with that 3:57.4 last time round from Gilbert. I couldn't find any decent cold beverages in the fridge, so I've had to resort to a beer. Oh, that's terrible. But as it has turned 3 PM, it's not really a sin, is it? That gap now back up to 1.7 seconds, and Nick's got to do it all over again. And as we can see, the track getting a little bit damper with the cool air of the night. Well, she did an absolutely fab job hanging in there in third as well. Only 2.5 seconds off Nick and 4 seconds off the lead after 3 hours and 15 minutes of racing there and thereabouts. Oh, and Tank Pro has just subscribed to me. Subscribe to the channel. How you doing that? You're racing. Concentrate on your racing, Tank Pro. As he gets half a second penalty. When I say subscribe to me, not subscribe to me, subscribe to the ERF channel. If you haven't already, please don't forget to do so. All your subscriptions do help. And you'll also get notifications when streams do start. Tank Bro still running around on the mediums, still 3:59.4 last time round. Big hats off to Tank Bro. That pace only going to get faster when he switches back to softs, and others around him still have to run on the medium. Yes, as Upace said, don't forget to give the stream a thumbs up as well. All these help with algorithms and all the rest of this jazz that they do with electronics and computers and blah 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 blah, and it all helps you get the correct content and all that apparently as well. So I don't know. I used to consider myself tech savvy, but I'm now 47, so we leave that to the kids. Alright, Nick closing that gap down, but has picked himself up another half-second penalty. And drink. And we have Battersby on the stream. Welcome, Batters. Good stint there, mate. Really enjoyed that. Will Nick let his own team past? No, he's a racer. Of course not. And also, if he's racing for somebody else, he's also a traitor, Batters. Oh, I see a big moment there from Gilbert, but he keeps it. Good job, Gilbert. Slipstream range is broken. Yeah, the slipstream seems to work strangely here. You need to be that little bit further back to get the full toe, and once you do, it really pulls you in. But if you're too close... Oh, and a little bit of contact there between Nick and Gilbert. Any damage? No, both get away with that. Well, it has cost him a little bit to Welshie. That gap down to 3.6 seconds now, but Welshie and Nick have both got half a second penalty and drink. Possibly, but I would suspect front aero as well. A little bit of loss of front aero for Nick because of how close he was. He was in that under half a second mark where things just seem to get horrible. But this should all help Gilbert a little bit when Nick has to serve his penalty very, very soon. And take a little bit of pressure off for a split second as we see Nick drop back. How much will Gilbert make from this? Not as much as I would have thought. Nick served that pretty well. Was only just over the half a second he lost. No, not a half a second penalty, just every time we go to somebody and they've got a fresh penalty, then it's take a swig. And it's just testing it for future events. With around quarter of a tank of fuel for these guys. Oh, how many laps have they run on this so far? 12 to 18, so 6 laps. They're starting the 7th lap now, so another... It's only going to be another couple of laps before they're in. And it does look like Nick has decided to sit back for a little bit and try and open the gap up between himself and P3 Welshie. Absolutely splurge. I don't know if Mr. T will go for it, but we you never know. Absolutely nuke shot. It will be a little bit more slippery, and obviously the wind speed has picked up a little bit more, up to 3.9 metres per second now. And it's got a little bit more southerly. And it's a very good chance it will get daytime again. It is starting to lighten already by the look of it, Mr. DeVita. And as we do promote each other and that round here, and what is going on with P1 and 2? Oh, Nick's off! This is where we need replays, and this is where we need 2 streamers. So we can have 2 separate lobbies with replays and see what went on there, rather than just listening to tyres squeal. But yes, Mr. David DeVita, if you do get a chance to subscribe to his channel, do you have a channel? But his posts and his drifting will be the best drifting you've ever seen, I guarantee it, guys. One of the best drifters out there, but that gap up to 9.6 seconds now. Killbear will be having kittens in a good way. But there is still 10 laps to go as we see Dylan in the pits in P8. He did make him sway up to P7 by the look of it. Yeah, 3:58.8 last time round from Dylan, so good job. Upe would take part in it, but he's underaged. Now you're making me feel really old, Upe. Oh my word, that means I'm nearly 30. Oh, I've got to be at least 30 years older than you. Oh my god. So again, no, anybody listening to the stream, if you are underage drinking, don't tell me. It just upsets me. I've got to get through another hour of this now, just feeling old. Hey, you're only old as you feel. My wife's the same age as me, so I feel 47 as well. Damn. Welsh great, 6.2 seconds behind Killbear. Killbear having a great race here. And Nick, 9 seconds now. He is bringing the gap down again. But every time he gets close, the commentator's curse. Well, wasn't even cursed, was it? It was the commentator's ears that time round. All I could hear was squealing. Tank Bro again, we will praise his pace on the mediums, and he is flashing. He will be jumping onto them subs very soon. And he's only 18 seconds off the lead, so this is going to be really interesting, I'm sure. Has anybody run the mediums at the front yet? Because this could really play into Tank Bro's hands. Ah, Lucas Mass, thank you for the info. Killbear did already use the mediums. I thought that may be the case with that very early stop, but he pretty much stopped as I joined the lobby, so I didn't see what tyres he went in on. Fiesta must have done a very short stint on them mediums. As we see Tank Bro in. And 5.2 seconds the lead. Well, she made a little bit of inroads into Killbear that lap. Probably feeling the pressure from Nick as well, who has got a 1.5 second penalty. Hold on, drink. Good afternoon, Kings. Welcome to the stream, buddy. So perhaps Splurge was right. Perhaps Nick is letting his own team go. I think it was Splurge who said that, wasn't it? Oh no, it was Batters, wasn't it? No, he doesn't. There goes Nick. Up to P2, but he has still got that 1.5 second penalty to serve. As well, she did think about having a look on the inside, then thought better of it. Got to P1 5 seconds, but with that penalty, that's going to go back up to around 6. Maybe more. Tank Bro out of the pits on the softs now, but really interesting to see his pace. Now he's back on softs. He's doing 3:59 on mediums, which is mightily impressive. We see P5 Jaeger in the pits also, getting rid of the mediums. And he was quick on them mediums as well. He got a 21 second gap between himself and Rotato, who is on the softs and is flashing on fuel and will be in also. Kuska only 2 seconds behind, and he's got in as well. He's cut, mirroring what Rotary is doing in front of him. Dylan Winnow has just stopped and he's 40 seconds behind. So this should bring him pretty close to these guys. Johnny Waffle a further 36 seconds back in P9. P10 CCFC a minute and 8 seconds back. And he is at the back now, unfortunately, due to Speed Hunter. Has now gone. Killbear at the front, 4 seconds in front of RA Nick, who is charging now with 1.4 seconds between himself and Walshy, but still with that 1.5 second penalty to serve. Unless it's another one. So I won't drink just in case it's the same one. Well, I will drink, but it's not a forced one. Yeah, we do see the softs going longer than the tyres. As you can see there, fuel is flashing. Tyres not even half gone. And that is with Nick, who has the fastest pace on track. Even though he did a 4:06 last time round. Pushing Welshie all the way. And it will be interesting to see who goes into the pits this lap. Killbear will certainly be in. I think they all will be. I don't think anybody has enough fuel for another lap. So expect to see 1, 2 and 3 in. Has Welshie even got enough fuel to get into the pits? Killbear on 0% as well. Positive, yes, 0 for Welshie as well. Nick on 5. That should bring him out in front of Welshie. That's a KO telling me they are on mediums. Yes, they are. They have just left the pit on mediums. But with 2.5 seconds between himself and Kuska, who did his previous stint on mediums, I expect to see that gap come down pretty damn quickly. Johnny Waffle 23 seconds behind now. Has Johnny Waffle got to stop anytime soon? Not anytime soon, but he will have to stop again. Dylan now up to P6. He's got himself a 1 second penalty. Drink. Over Jaeger. That's 12.6 seconds. sorry, Jaeger has over Dylan. And Jaeger has just stopped, hasn't he? So he should have a full tank. Yep, so Jaeger won't be stopping again. I don't think. I think he can manage that. Yeah, he should be able to just about. Will be close. But I think it will be literally final stops for a majority of these guys. Unless any of them have to come and do a splash and dash and do a lap on the mediums. But it wasn't enough to get Nick out in front of Welshie. Has he put more fuel in? Yes, he has. But the gap to the lead has come down to 3.5 seconds. Let's have a look at, shall we? Just to upset Zakayo. We can see that gap coming down. It's 4.6 seconds. Actually, I think it's gone up, wasn't it? Only 2. Oh, as we see Kuska pick up a 1 second penalty, that will play in Rotary's hands. As I did see a little bit of movement for 2 and 3 there, so I think the battle's raging again. And Nick really struggling to get ahead of Welshie and pull away enough. Because the gap has gone up. Oh, and Welshie's off. Pressure from Nick there. But Nick losing some time that lap to Killbear. Killbear making 2 seconds back and opening that gap up to 5.7 seconds. Fantastic job from Killbear, the GTSB ready to race team. Kuska 3.3 seconds back now. He's closing that gap down to Rotato. I don't think Kuska's going anywhere, I'm afraid, Zakayo, except maybe past you in a few laps. Killbear did an absolutely fab job at the front, the gap over 6 seconds to Nick. Welshie, it's a good recovery considering how much time you would have thought Welshie would lose from that. He's only 5 seconds back. He's got that back on track and facing the right way pretty quickly, but someone we haven't mentioned for a while, and they are back on softs, and they have had tremendous pace, is P4 Tank Bro. That gap down to the podium, only 6.6 seconds now, and with 8 laps to go after this one. Just going to stay with Tank Bro to see the end of this lap, to see what pace he has found on the softs. Might take him a couple of laps to get up to pace. But he was carrying so much good speed on the mediums, instantly into the 59s by the look at. No, 4 minutes, actually slower. So let's let him find the pace. Obviously a fairly full tank of fuel as well. Gap at the front back down to 4.8 seconds now, and Killbear's the one with the penalty this time, half a second. Drink. Just laughing at Zakayo's comments on stream. I won't read them out. I'm not qualified enough. I am too peasant-like. Not to mention the great Overlord's words. And let's have a look at the McLaren, shall we? See if we can get a penalty there. No, it's actually got 4.4 seconds lead over Kuska. And to be fair to Rotato, he's doing a good job on them mediums. But Kuska is coming. He's slowly bringing that gap down, I think. And we will keep our eyes on that as it does go up to 5.7, 5.8 seconds. Was that a penalty serve then? I'm guessing so. Or... And Kilbert with that half a second penalty. Has Nick got a penalty? No. So I don't get a drink yet. That'll be why Welshie had the spin. He is on the mediums. Let's see what his pace is. It won't be brilliant, I don't think, because obviously he had that moment as well. So we will keep our eyes on that though. But the gap down to 5.1 seconds between Tank Bro and Welshie. But with 1 minute and 30 seconds behind them, they've got very little to worry about from P5 Jaeger. But Jaeger has got Dylan closing the gap, but I'm pretty sure Dylan will have to stop again. Well, definitely Dylan will have to stop again for fuel. And he has got 16 seconds over Rotato, so he's going to need a little bit more. And when I say a little bit, I mean a lot. And Kuska has dropped back a little bit. Struggling to stay with Rotato on them mediums. And a 4.07 last time round, so definitely a big moment from Kuska on lap 21. That will please the Nuke Shot media team. Oh, we will check back at the front. A quick look at Johnny Waffle. 14.2 seconds behind Kuska and closing the gap. And there we see into the pits for his final stop, CCFC 1983. Gap at the front, 2.4 seconds now. Nick is coming again. Kilbert will be like, not again. Please, Nick, go away. Leave me alone. And which Nick's response would be, no. They've got 11 seconds over Welshie. Again, them mediums now. It's too much to ask to stay with the guys shot on softs and in the Supras. But a 4.01, pretty good pace from Welshie, gives him his first proper flying lap without an accident. Alright, let's go hunting for penalties because I need a drink. Only 4.2 seconds now between Welshie and Tank Bro. And Tank Bro still not fully up to pace on the softs. Do expect to see more from him. And it was 7 and 8, wasn't it, where the other battle was? But that's 5.5 seconds again now. So we might as well concentrate on the lead because it's under a second. It's night time, David. That's what's up with the view. It's dark. And what else is up with the view? Kilbert's in front. Yeah. Oh, yes, you are right. And it is very much more southerly now. Up to 4.2 metres a second. The wind speed there. Thanks for pointing that out, Zakeo. Essential and very useful information there. As we see Nick just have a little twitch in the background there and pick up another half a second penalty. Drink. 13.8 seconds though over Welshie now. Dropping back, but we'll check with Tank Bro. That gap at 4 seconds. And Welshie doing a good job at keeping Tank Bro at bay. That gap not coming down as quick as I expected. I think Welshie far better on the mediums than I thought. And Tank Bro not as good on the softs. You say he's nearly as quick on the mediums. 1.2 seconds off his fastest time. I know he's got plenty of fuel still on board, but did expect to see more pace from him than that. 1.4 seconds the lead at the front. R.A. Nick just struggling to bridge that gap. He's definitely got the pace, but as soon as he gets in that dirty air, he starts to struggle. And Killbear just quick enough to make it really difficult for him. I can't knock any of these guys. Fantastic racing at the front here. 6 laps to go after this. And 2.5 seconds the lead after 3 hours and 3.5 hours over of racing. Yeah, lap time is definitely a lot slower than they were only a lap 22 though. Nick did a 3:56.9. Obviously conditions a little bit more mixed. Slightly slippier track now. Can catch you out and that will lose you a few seconds here or there. 3:58.2 last time round from Killbear. Good lap there. See Welsh, we can see Tank Bro has took a little bit more out of that lead now, down to 2.8 seconds. And another 4-minute round for Tank Bro. Really not gelling with the softs, seem just as quick, if not quicker on the mediums. But it is on a PB now. I'll explain why the gap has started coming down. So the battles are all over the podium places currently. But we will check between 7 and 8 again, just to upset Sakeo, to see if you get any commentatory curse. 2.9 seconds the gap between themselves and Kuska. And is that Kuska serving a penalty? Yes! Oh, again. The 4:04 last time round as well, and a 4:07 the lap before that. This is Kuska on the soft tyres as well, while Rotary on the mediums. And the guy on the mediums seems to be benefiting again. It's very strange, this. But just shows Rotary doing a good job on the harder tyre. But 28 seconds between himself and Dylan. That could be enough now for Dylan to squeeze that pit stop in, as he was in the 59s every lap for the last 3 laps. Good pace from Dylan now. And only 6.5 seconds behind Jaeger, but obviously he has got to stop again. Whereas Jaeger can go till the end now. Gap at the front, 1.2 seconds. Gap between 3 and 4, 1.6 seconds. Gap between 7 and 8, 4.3 seconds. So yeah, some nice battles taken up to the end of this race. And we will concentrate on the podium battles. But we will keep checking everywhere else as well while we can. And another half a second penalty for Welsh Grey. Drink. And he has got Tank Bro all over the back of him now. 1.2 seconds back, but with that half a second penalty, that will put Tank Bro right on top, if not past Welshie. Closing right up, them softs giving Tank Bro a far better exit there. Are we going to see the Race Asylum team drop into P3, the final step on the podium, while the battle for P1 does still rage? Well, we can see how small even the AMG looks next to the GTR. The GTR just seemingly dwarfing everything on track. But yeah, it might be easy to catch Welshie. It's not easy to pass him. We'll have a quick check at the front. 0.8 of a second now between P1 and P2 as well. Oh, we've got too many battles to check on. The gap between both 0.8 as well between 3 and 4. And 2.6 between 7 and 8. Kuska's coming. The battle for P1 are very much real right now again. But this is the point where Nick seems to struggle, where he loses a little bit of front aero. As we see things close right up again. We've 4 laps to go after this. We're going to should have an absolutely fantastic battle for P1 and for P3 and for P7. It's been a fantastic race to stream, to be fair. Does he look like Rosie's just joined the lobby? Maybe he's giving his teammates some advice. Yes, it was Rosie's. I think he'd be watching the stream, wouldn't you? But yeah, I think just giving his teammate a little bit of word in the ear. As we see Dylan in for his final stop. How close did he get to Jaeger? He got within 6.5 seconds. And he's got 35 seconds between himself and Rotato. That should be about perfect to bring him back right on top. But will he have to run on the mediums, Dylan? I'm not entirely certain. Well, let's have a look at 7 and 8 quickly. 14 seconds now. Something's happened to Kuska. I don't think you're going to need to worry about the lightning, mate. It's Rotato looks like he has broken Kuska, because Kuska is 15 seconds behind Rotato now. But where does Dylan come out? That is the big question as we see Rotato going down the line and Dylan coming out the pits. Oh, this is going to be very close. And what tyres is Dylan on? I'm going to have to bring up the info. And I need to check at the front as well, because I haven't checked there for a minute. Dylan hasn't changed his tyres, he's just stuck fuel in. So he must have used the mediums at the beginning. Meanwhile, at the front, we are down to 0.6 of a second. And between 3 and 4, we are at 2. Tank Bro all over the back of Welshie. Oh, the lightning hit Kuska's car, so it's all right, let's carry on then. Nuke shot, I'm presuming Zakeo. Continue and turn up wattage of lightning. Side by side, Welshie and Tank Bro. Well, Welshie forcing Tank Bro where he doesn't want to be, so he's back. Well, no, the GTR seemingly having the legs over the AMG at that point there. But not on the inside there. As we see the AMG on the softs, just being able to out-grip the GTR on the mediums. Look at that. You can see the extra corner speed the softs allow you to carry. As I think we're also experiencing Tank Bro get to grips with the softs again after driving around on the mediums for so long. Absolutely splurge, it is all happening. The gap at the front now, 0.2 of a second. and it's been really kind to us. The battling has it's all happening at slightly different times. We don't seem to be missing too much, touch wood. Unfortunately, we're not seeing any penalties at the minute, so I can't have any more beer. Well, I can, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be good. Oh, like we've been saying, as soon as we get in that dirty air, it does seem really difficult to pass. But Killbear doing a fantastic job at keeping Nick behind him. On board with Nick, looking at the back of Killbear's car. Oh, and as soon as you get to them gear changes, it just seems to back off just a little bit, but he has got a good run here, hasn't Nick? Side by side. Can he get the move done? He has got the inside for the first corner, but Killbear will have the inside off the second. Side by side again, these two. No penalties. Keep it. Oh, I think we'll be okay. As Nick gets the move done. Great respect from the pair of them then, giving each other perfect amount of room. Yep, Splurge not quite in with that one, is he, Zikayo? It was our first stream together. We had to mention the wind speed as much as possible. It was a little bet between myself and Zikayo, just to try and drop it into the conversation as often as possible. I like to keep you all informed. Why the hell not? Why shouldn't you all join in the fun? As we see Killbear fighting back. Good job, Killbear. Who's going to get the exit? Out of the right-hander. Killbear getting... Oh, that looks a little wide from Killbear there. Will that be a penalty? I think he just kept the front wheel on the curb there. But we will check. We will jump to P1. No, no penalties. Great racing from the pair of them. I say Tank Bro passed Welshie, but he's got half a second penalty. Drink. Oh, I've got no drink. I'm going to have to go and get a drink. I'll have to one up myself. You would have thought so, wouldn't you, Splurge? But yes, Killbear doing a fab job of fighting back. That's 0.4 of a second now. Killbear in front of Nick. I'm not sure why, but all the info's come back up, and I'm pretty sure I didn't put it up. But the tyre wear for these two is pretty much identical, maybe a notch chuff more for Nick. But yeah, really impressive Killbear display here. Good afternoon, Christoph, and indeed absolutely fantastic racing for first place. You really would have thought Nick, the way he caught up, would have been able to, like it was said, pass and send it. But no. No, Killbear doing an absolutely fantastic job of keeping Nick at bay. It's alright, I've just had a masonry bee fly into my bedroom. My man cave. I'm not 14. Don't keep my stuff in my bedroom. Tank Brown P3, 25 seconds behind this battle for the final step of the podium. And he did have that half a second penalty, but there was nothing Welsh could do. Again, we have to take our hats off to Killbear in P1. Between Lucas and Killbear, they've been pretty faultless, the pair of them. A very impressive display for the Ready to Race / GTSV team. Whereas the official GTSV team is in P6. But 39 seconds behind Jaeger, but 7.6 seconds in front of Rotary. And Rotary has completely managed to get rid of what happened to... Where's he gone? No. We've lost the Sim Racing Pro guys. They've gone. That will be the Lightning. And Kuska has gone. Oh, very sorry to hear that, guys, if it was a DC. If it was a rage quit. Not so sorry, don't do it again. And we have Dylan in P6. 37 seconds behind Jaeger. That's how much that stop cost him. And Jaeger did a fab job in 5th. The Speed Hunters, UP and Jaeger have been fantastic again today. 1 minute and 29 seconds behind P4. Which is Welshie, who's got 2.5 seconds between himself and Tank Bro. Tank Bro still running in the 4 minutes. Not being able to take benefit from them softs. They're just, I don't know if they don't suit the Mercedes or not. Don't suit Tank Bro, but amazing pace on the mediums and quite average on the softs. Nick, meanwhile, still half a second pretty much behind Killbear. I'm not sure if he's just saving a bit of tyre to attack in the last few laps. But even if he is, Killbear's tyres are still better. But with the 26-second lead over Tank Bro, they won't feel under any pressure. Will be a case of just getting it to the end. 2 laps to go when they cross the line this time round. It is quite possible that Kuska did go to the Shadow Realm. He may need to learn to play Master of Puppets on guitar now. As we see Nick having a look. Not really a passing opportunity into the chicane there. But maybe into turn 1 he is very close if he can get a good exit. And there was a little bit of a wiggle there from Killbear. As we jump on board with Nick. But Killbear making his ass very, very wide. And Nick not really being able to do anything about it. Oh, Nick's very wide there. Oh, well held, very, very well held. But he does get the luxury of a half a second penalty. And 1, 2, 3, a drink. Nick will be cursing these penalties today. They really have not played into his hands. Oh, and another bit of a moment there from Nick. Killbear must be feeling slightly confident now, but he will know Nick's pace. That he's always got him in his mind till the last bend. Well, what's going on behind? P3 and 4, 3.5 seconds now. Tank Bro leaving Welshie and finally drops into the 359s on the softs. But gets himself half a second penalty. Drink. Welshie, 1.5 seconds penalty. Drink. Jaeger running a very lonely race in P5 now. And Dylan comfortable in 6. Rotor in P7 58 seconds in front of Johnny Waffle, who in turn is 46 seconds in front of CCFC 1983, who is our last runner now. But the lead at the front is nothing. And now Nick has served that penalty. Right now, it wasn't showing up above his car a second ago. I thought we'd already done it. So we're back up to 1.3 seconds as we come up to the last few corners of the penultimate lap. Nick really going to have to push hard now to do anything about Killbear. Killbear's really drove well today. Done a great job at the Ready to Race team. Yeah, Nuke shot. The slipstream has changed. From around 9 tenths you can actually pull into the slipstream now, but it just disappears at around 4 tenths unless you've already got the run. If you're too close you pretty much get nothing. Oh, both getting a little bit squirrely on the exit of turn 1. But this is going to be an absolutely fab battle, I hope, for the final lap of the final of the SEC Speedies Endurance Championship. And it's Killbear with the penalty this time. All Nick's got to do is keep his nose clean. He can get the pass done, but he's got a penalty as well. Drink, drink. Well, they both know that each has got a half a second penalty. I think they're going to be serving these side by side later on, as we do see Nick looking to make the move. And does vaguely inch in front. Now that gap coming back down. I know it is nothing because it is. Nick going to be on the outside for the first turn, but he's going to be on the inside for the second. Let's just try and keep them penalties at bay, guys. I know you've already got half each, but that's great because that's each. Whoa. As Killbear takes the lead again. Fantastic driving from these pair. Oh, Nick having the inside but gives plenty of room for Killbear, but Killbear should get a good exit here. It's good point splurge. We have got traffic in the foreground here. I hope it gets out of the way. Who is that? Is that Fred? I think it could well be Frederick. That's CCFC, sorry, Frederick's teammate. We'll get back to P1 and P2. We're not leaving this battle, as they'll be coming up to serve their penalty any second now. Oh, big moment from Killbear in P2. This could have been just enough for Nick, that moment from Killbear. But Killbear is going to fight to the line. Less than 5 tenths the gap coming down. Killbear trying to drag everything he can while he's in the draft. Alright, Nick now just trying to take it as smooth and as quickly as possible. No drama. Killbear pushing. Bringing the gap down slightly, but I think Nick just done enough. Flashing on fuel as we go through the chicane for the final time. The gap come down to less than half a second, then briefly opened back up by Nick. As we cross the finish line, it's MRL, RA Nick in P1, GTSV Killbear in P2. Absolutely fabulous racing, guys. Absolutely fabulous. Unlucky Killbear led most of that race. But between himself and Lucas, done an absolutely fabulous job today. And Nick and Flowers. Roses, sorry, Flowers. Absolutely brilliant job there. P1 for MRL. And P3, Race Asylum and Tank Bro. And Gecko Racer, fantastic job, guys. And P4, Welshie for the Scotch Eggs. Extremely good job there. There's somebody else crossing the line there. Who was it? It was CCFC. He'll be wanting to get to the football this weekend, I think, if he is a Cobb fan. Unless it's another CCFC. Who will be next to cross the line? It's really hard to tell. I think it will actually be Jaeger in P5. Oh, Jaeger had a penalty. Drink. Thank you very much. There you pay. Dylan in P6. Good lap there from you, Jaeger, in the last lap. On lap 28 there. 59.9, his fastest lap of the race. Probably really wants to get it done. I'd probably go for a piss. Good job, Jaeger. Fantastic, mate. In P5 for the Speed Hunters. Unfortunately, we did lose Speed Hunter, who wasn't racing for the Speed Hunters. Whether that was a connection issue or not, we are not sure. And here is the other GTSV team. Kiki and Dylan. Fab job and a fab season from the GTSV team, who were leading at one point after the round at Panorama. No Randy Moore today, but Dylan and Kiki done a fab job, bringing it home in P6. And a nice steady final lap from Dylan. Fuel very, very much flashing. Congratulations. And P7. The Nuke Shot Media. Oh. And we didn't get to the end of the race. So there you have it. Nuke Shot Media in P7. Johnny Waffle in P8. Congratulations, Nick and MRL. An absolutely fantastic job by Killbear in P2 as well. And Lucas. So, thank you all for tuning in. That was the last round of the SEC as it stands. And don't forget to give the stream a like and a subscribe and a thumbs up. And we'll see you all soon. Have a good weekend all, and thanks for tuning in.